Welcome to Option Trades Today. I'm Tony the Baptiste, and I've got a trade idea for you today. March 7th, 2024. But first, as we always do, let's take a quick look at the market, and we are at record highs. Even the S&P is trading at 51.55. That's the new high. They got up to 51.60. NASDAQ up 219. NASDAQ relatively higher, relatively stronger than the rest of the market, up 1.25% to almost 1% by the E-mini S&Ps, and Russell, which is up 16. The Dow, the weakest of the group, up 150 points, and volatility continues to go a little bit lower, although it's staying bid ever so slightly. 1450 down 29 cents. I say staying bid ever so slightly. Here, the market's at highs and volatility's not at lows. Market's at highs, volatility's not at lows. A tell? I don't really know, but I've got something special for you today. I'm going to steal a page from my son, who I started in this business, Nicky Bat, with one of his patented SPX butterflies, not a broken wing butterfly, but a butterfly to the downside. But first, let's take a look at what SPX is doing. SPX is the S&P 500. There is no stock here. This is a cash-settled index. What does that mean? There's no way that you could be put any stock. There's no way that you could come in short stock or long stock at expiration. It's cash settled, which means no stock at the end of expiration. If you were to hold something at expiration, if your option is, $10 in the money, you get $1,000. If it's $10 out of the money, there's nothing for you to do. If you're two short strikes, you're one long strike, and your short strike is in between the two short strikes, there's no stock that gets put in your account. It's all cash. It's a very clean product. It's a big product, trading $5,150 right now, making new highs in the SPX. So let me show you what I'm going to do. First, we'll take a little quick look at what volatility is doing here. It's actually up over the last 5 days, which I just showed you, 1.4%, and the IV rank is 17 and change. Now, all things being equal, butterflies will trade cheaper when volatility is higher, and they will trade expensive relative when volatility is lower. Now, volatility is low, but it's been upticking ever so slightly, but I'm going to do a directional butterfly here. Now, you can go in SPX in any month that you want to do this trade. My son actually goes to around the 30-ish day option with his trade. I'm going to keep it mechanical, and I'm going to stay in the 42-day AM settled options. It really makes no difference which one you pick here. You're going to need a down move for this product to work. You can see here that there's plenty of volume everywhere in SPX. If I go to any one of the other months randomly going, I'll just go to these 32 days. You'll notice that there's not quite as much, but if I go to the quarterlies, for argument's sakes, let me find the quarterlies for you. They're about 20 some odd days away. Here you go. You'll see that you have similar volume that what I was just showing you. Not quite as much, but equal to what we're doing in the 40 day. I'm going to put percentage of in the money because that's what I always look at. Let's take a look at what I'm doing here. Remember, this is a downside play on SPX with defined risk that's only going to use about $1,300 in buying power, significantly less than what I used in gold just a moment ago on my last trade, and some of the other trades like Google and Apple that I did, even though this product is over $5,000 in its price. All right, what are we going to do? Like I always tell you, I always like to look at the deltas on when I'm putting on a butterfly. I like to have my option have the chance to being in the money, at least a 50-50 shot or better. So I'm going to go to the 50-50 puts. I'm going to buy one of those. This is a classic butterfly. It has defined risk. The amount of money that you use to place this trade will be the amount of money that you're at risk. We'll look at the Greeks in just a moment. I'm going to buy the 50-50 call, and I'm going to go all the way down to the 4,900 call. Why the 4,900 put? And I'm going to sell two of those. Why am I using the 4,900 put? Because that's right at that one standard deviation. That would mean that if I got the direction right, all things being equal, and we went to the maximum that SPX is allegedly, by its implied volatility, go to in the next 42 days, my spread would be completely in the money here. Now, I'm not going to hold it to expiration, but at least that's my thought process when I'm putting on a trade. And then I'm going to go equal distance, which is $150 away. I'm going to go down to the 47.50 put, and I'm going to buy one of those. I paid $13.15. Right now, it's trading mid-price at $13. And in SPX, you get filled right around mid-price. So I would expect if you were watching this right now, you would get filled around $13, $13.05, maybe even $12.95 that you just saw a moment ago. Again, the markets are a little bit wide here just because of the size of the product. But look, your buying power is exactly what you pay for it. I paid $13.15. So my buying power would be $1,315. That's what I would be using. My delta on this is short 7 deltas. So it is a downside play. Short 7 deltas. My max profit obviously is the width of the strikes minus what I pay for this product. So I could make on a max profit, if I showed you my short strike, went right to there and the stock closed right here. Remember, it's cash settled. So if you wanted to, you could hold this for forever. It's cash settled. There's no need to come up with any money for buying or selling stock. Your max profit would be $13,000, almost $700. Now, please remember, this is going to be a product that moves. It moves $40 in a day. As a matter of fact, the expected move per day is closer to about $40-ish, $40 to $45 a day. So this can move $300, $400, $500 against you. But your max amount of money at risk is whatever you pay for it. $1,315 is mine. Now, the pop on this, 25%, goes completely against everything that I'm looking at when I'm putting on a high probability trade. But this is not a high probability trade. Everybody always asks, how would you play the downside in the market in an intelligent way? For me, this is a downside play that's intelligent. What am I looking to do here? I'm looking to take $2, $3, $4, $5 out of this spread. What are you going to need for that to happen? You're actually going to need SPX not to go immediately down to 1550, but slowly move down to 1550 over the next week or so. And this spread will move at 7 deltas. We'll pick up deltas very, very quickly. Again, your max profit is right down here where your short strikes are at 4,900. All right, this is a $150 wide classic butterfly with defined risk. Your theta decay, it says theta decay is not negative, meaning it's going to cost you money to hold on to this trade. But this trade, if volatility, to put it to you, to like in an intelligent way, I guess it's a short delta, long vol play. And if you think volatility is going to expand over the next couple of days or weeks, this is an intelligent way to put on some downside delta in your overall positions. All right. I hope you enjoyed that little lesson and the trade that I put on. Oh, wish us all luck for a little bit of reversion to the mean with price to the downside, taking a little bit of shot on something that never goes down. I'm talking about the SPX. But you know what you should do? Transfer, take, move your account to Tasty Trade. And you know what you'll be able to do? You'll be able to see this trade before I do this video. Let me explain to you. If you go right down here to the follow page, click on follow page, you'll go to Bob the Trader. That's me. And you'll see here's that SPX trade. I paid $13.15. I put the trade on when it was a little bit higher. It's right there right now, 51.48. I put in a little description here, stealing a page from my son, Nicky Bat, with a down. I will fix that downside short delta defined risk butterfly. And also you will see all the adjustments I make to any other trades, like my AMD trade. I stink in there. I'm losing money in AMD, so I'm showing you that. Here's my Baidu trade that we did just a couple of days ago, the classic butterfly. All right, everybody. Take, transfer, move your account. Help me keep the lights on here at Tasty Trade, and you have a wonderful weekend.